Hey everyone, it's Leo Young here in the Press of Graphix Media, and today I want to go over a little bit of Overwatch news. For the past few days, Overwatch hinted to the reveal of the newest hero within the game, and the little wrecking ball that shows within the recent trailer. Now, on the Overwatch Twitter, we get the first look at possibly one of the cutest characters to have ever blessed the field. The character, currently believed to be Hammond, aka Wrecking Ball, is a missing highly intelligent animal, a hamster, from the Horizon Lunar Colony. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Overwatch lore and all that, basically the Horizon Lunar Colony is the home of Winston, a super intelligent ape who is also a playable character within Overwatch. At some point, the colony's inhabitants, other intelligent animals, staged a coup and ended up killing most, if not all, of the human researchers on the station. Hammond and Winston are said to be the only two who have managed to make their way back to Earth. Now, Hammond, the Wrecking Ball hamster, landed in Junkertown, which is where Roadhog and Junkrat helmed from. And when you look at the aesthetics of Hammond's ball, it does give you more of that, oh, he put it together with broken pieces, instead of like how Orisa kind of comes off as sleek and vibrant. So, currently, the only news that I remember is they will be coming, Overwatch or Blizzard will be coming in soon to discuss and give more on Hammond's backstory, as they normally do whenever they reveal a new character. So, on to my personal thoughts. Personally, I never play Overwatch. I know of the lore. I'm more of a fan of Blizzard's lore for their comics and all their animated stories better than I am. I'm more of a fan of those more than I am of their games, even though the games are fun. So basically, like I said, the last thing I said was Hammond landed in Junktown, or the hamster. Hammond, I gotta say. Hammond landed in Junktown, which is kind of why his whole aesthetic, his whole getup looks kind of, rustic or put together from scrap metal. Now, I know one thing, for some reason when I was looking for an image for this thumbnail, it seems that people had an idea that Hammond was another gorilla, that he was a much smaller gorilla than Winston. In fact, if you go and you type up Hammond Overwatch, you would find like a little gorilla with Doomfist gauntlet, and he's just dropping bullets everywhere. I don't know if that's fan art or whatever, but when people were to see that Hammond is a hamster, I wonder if there are people who took that, the wrong directions, like that's stupid or something. But it does make sense, because I personally thought that the lunar colony was full of other animals. I read it wrong all those years ago when it came out, but it turns out I was kind of right to read it wrong. It's not just apes, it's others. It's chimpanzees, monkeys, hamsters. There's probably a walking, talking zebra named Marty, played by, what the fuck is his name? I messed up the joke. Anyways, but yes, on a serious note, for me to see, I love the fact that it's not a character that we were expecting, a little hamster and a little ball. The reason for that is Overwatch has some of the most diverse characters I've ever seen personally. Gabriel Reyes, Reaper, is Hispanic. Jack Morrison, Soldier 76, is Caucasian, white, he's American. And every other character each represents another section of, or another ethnicity or another race on Earth. And now that we get like new animals, it's like, oh, there's Winston, the non-human ones. There's Winston, there's Orisa, I keep saying Osiris. There's Bastion. I think I've gotten everyone. And now there's a little hamster. So it at least shows us, it's like, there's really nothing that can stop Blizzard or Overwatch from creating any type of character that they want. Alright? So that's very exciting to see. I also want to see how Hammond works. I don't know if they've already like announced like the player class he's going to be. For me, he looks more like a I want to say a tank, because they kind of make it obvious which character's a tank, which character's, well, not really a healer, but you know what I mean, like how crap, I keep forgetting how Winston's a tank because he's like one of the giant people. How I can't believe I forgot her name. Zarya, I believe her name is, the Russian woman, giant, she's a tank. It seems like Hammond, to make up for his very small stature, is a giant ball of death and destruction, so a tank. Especially since he is a wrecking ball, he's something you're probably going to want to shoot at constantly. So that only makes sense. I wonder if they're going to have like the little diva thing, where if he loses too much health, he gets to pop out and you get to run around like a little. But anyways, enough of that. But other than that, though, I don't know anything else to bring up for this discussion. I guess the main question is, are you excited for Hammond? Are you still a Overwatch fan? Or if you're, like me, do you continue to keep up with Overwatch lore, never touching a game, continue to read the online digital comics? So that's pretty much just it. It's like, what do you think Hammond is? Do you think he's a tank? Could he be a healer to be surprising? Or is he DPS? Or maybe he's something new all entirely. But other than that, I'll leave the discussions open for you guys. I hope you guys didn't find this. But other than that, I'll leave the discussion open to you guys. I hope you guys did find this informative and enjoyable. If you did, please hit the subscribe button to get access to a notification gong to get updated to our next video. And also don't forget to like, comment, share with your friends and family so we can get this discussion about Hammond rolling. Also, one last thing to add. Sources down below in the description if you want to basically learn a little bit more about the Overwatch, the Lunar Colony. I put the Overwatch wiki information down there. So if you want to go and check that out, right down there. Anyways, like I always say, I'm Leo Young. This is Graphix Media. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.